The answer to the question, what's the key for getting in shape, is pretty straightforward and simple. Before I share it with you, let me introduce myself. My name is Ari, and in the last 3 years, I've went from being fat to jacked. And throughout this journey, I both learned and implemented most fitness advice that you hear online and have seen what's BS and what is not. Here's the thing, there are basically three keys for getting in shape. The first one is the juice. The second one is genetics, and third one I will go over it in a second. But before that, let's go over the juice. We all know that it is extremely effective, but the problem is that most people don't want to sacrifice their health. Me personally, I think that the trade-off of sacrificing your health and longevity for more testosterone is idiotic, and I'm 100% nutty. And I would definitely not suggest that you go on it, but I just wanted to address it because it is effective. Let's not lie, it is one way to get in shape. Some studies show that if you compare groups, one that trains, one that does not train, and one that takes the juice and trains, the one that takes the juice and trains gets the most results, of course, but below it, the group that takes only juice gets the second place. Fucking effective, but dumb, so don't take it. This is not a medical advice, but again, don't fucking take it. And that's the first way. The second way is genetics. Some people are just born with amazing genetics for physical fitness. They are born jacked, their hunger is very low, and their muscle mass is pretty high, and if they will train a bit, they will be in an amazing shape. I was not like that. I definitely didn't have great genetics. Maybe when it comes to building muscle, I have, but when it comes to hunger, probably not, especially when I eat a bad diet. So what's the third thing? Here's the thing, there is the law of cause and effect. For an effect to be caused, you must put in the cause of it. The cause of getting in shape is both taking juice, having good genetics, or having both, and the third thing. The third thing is your diet, training, and recovery. Now you might tell me, Ray, you have just wasted my time. Of course I know that training, diet, and recovery are the keys for getting in shape. So what are you going to bring to the table in this video? It's about doing those things. Doing those things, taking care of your diet, eating pretty healthy foods, eating some meat and fruits and vegetables, and some carbs, is important as fuck. Training in the gym, going each time you need to, and lifting very close to muscular failure is key too. And also going to sleep each and every day at reasonable times and getting enough sleep in is key. Doing those things is the key. When you don't do these things, you don't get the results of doing these things. And that's the thing. If you are currently not in a good shape, chances are that your genetics are good enough, so if you will go and train, diet, and recover consistently, you will get the results that you want. The problem is that you probably don't do those things, right? If you haven't seen the results, guess why? It's because you haven't done the actions. And the actions actually give you the results. Doing them consistently does. And that's the thing. What causes someone to do an action? It's usually because of the outcome of it. Let's say video games. Some people play video games because they want to have fun, of course. Diet and training and recovery. Some people want to get jacked. So what's the difference between those who spend time training and those who don't? It's them. It's the person they are. That's the key for getting in shape. It is training and dieting and recovering, but it is being the kind of person who does those things. It's your identity. It's your values, your beliefs, and your mindset in general. Let's pick two guys. The first one, he wants to get in shape. He values physical fitness and his body pretty highly. But he has a really negative mindset and a fixed mindset, a mindset that does not allow growth. His ways of looking at the world, of coping with things, are bad. He will most likely not get in shape, even if he will know how to do everything correctly. Let's pick a different guy. He values fitness to some extent. It is not his highest value, but he has very positive mental modules. He knows how to cope with pain. He has a growth mindset and he is pretty positive. So when it's time to go to that workout and he's not jacked right now, he believes he can get better. He uses discipline and he goes anyways. He's positive, he's optimistic, he looks at the future and has a smile on his face because he knows that things will get better. He's a different person than the first one, and because of that he does the actions that get him in shape and get in shape over the long run. So you have to have a positive mindset. You need to value fitness enough. But on top of that, you need to see yourself as the kind of guy who trains consistently, as the kind of guy who goes to his workouts when he needs to. There is no way to go over it unless you want to go and put in the other causes of getting in shape, like having great genetics, which in the future you might be able to engineer your genetics, or the juice, which you probably don't want to, and if you want to, then don't fucking do it. It's probably illegal in your country, so right, it's a non-starter, but you need to change as a person. There are two reasons why. The first one is because you can either start by changing or change will come afterwards. Starting by changing and seeing yourself as the kind of guy who does those things consistently is the way to engineer your behavior. Think about it. The guy who sees himself as the athlete and actually sees himself this way. No lying, no bullshit, just he genuinely sees himself that way. Will go and act accordingly. Yes. So you can either start by changing your self perception with affirmations and visualizations. You've probably heard about this practices, and then go and put in the work and prove to yourself even more that you're that guy. Or you can start by actually putting in that cause and the natural result of doing so. Guess what it is? It is getting in shape. And when you will be in shape, you will have this identity. You will have this self perception. So, self perception is key. It is the key. The key is to change your self perception. How do you do that? You use discipline and go when you need to. You have positive mental modules like the growth mindset. Your beliefs about the world and about your capacity to change are positive. They allow you to get better. And also, you need to value fitness enough. By taking care of all of these pieces and putting them together, the only thing that might stop you from getting in shape is your genetics, most likely not, and your knowledge. So, by also having knowledge as a piece of the puzzle, you will get in shape. And that's basically it. If you enjoyed this video, you can like and subscribe if you want to get a free course on how to get in shape. To be more specific, the training part of getting in shape, you can check out the link in the description. I will see you tomorrow. Bye.